Okay, well, welcome everybody. This month we're starting a new series. We've been working really hard. In January we shifted our beliefs so we could start really seeing things and greater possibilities and potentials. And then in February we started loving ourselves. So right now we should be feeling this energy starting to well up within us. It's starting to well up within us. It's being freed from where we had it stored in stagnation, and it's needing to invest itself. And we're really not aware of it, but let's pretend we are. We have these energy fingers that go out into the world where we've invested our energy. Some people get this much, our kids get that much, do you know? And so our energy moves out. This energy that we've opened within ourselves is too big to move through these existing channels. It really does need to be invested in a new and different way because it is a new energy of yourself. Understand? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Recommitment and rededication. When our energy opens up to increase like it has, this is when we feel this call that we need to reinvest, rededicate, recommit to something. Now, if you haven't been with us, and this might be your maybe first service for the year or whatever, it's still spring. Spring has the same effect on us. It opens up those dormant cells, gets the core energy starting to move again, and it's seeking to be invested. And this is a biological, chemical energy event that we're all going through. Those of us that have been through the program, we're ready. We're ready to go. So, everything seeks, this energy seeks to be invested in something that's going to bring a longer term. Okay? All right. Has anybody ever thought about taking a class with Inner Quest? And you know how you think about it? And most of you will say, well, I don't have the money. Well, I don't have the time. And then there's a moment when this energy, the energy I'm talking about, comes up and it's like, I cannot not take that class. And you put your name down and you throw this energy into learning something new. And halfway through the course, no matter how long it is, you're not even thinking about what you invested. You are part of the energy. You're a part of it. It's growing. And at the end, you are not the person you were when you began. Even if it's just the 4-week meditation class, even if it's a small one, the changes are mammoth. This is the kind of energy I want us to look at today. The energy that seeks to take you into a space so it can invest yourself, your core, and build who you are, make you bigger. That's what we're looking at. We're not what can I give to greater, but how do I become bigger? So, and we're all in the throes of that. We've loved ourselves. We know we can succeed. If you do not do anything with this energy consciously, you know who also sees the energy in you? The world around you. And they'll go, oh, you have extra energy. I think I need your energy. Now sometimes it'll be quite complimentary. Sometimes your boss will come to you and go, oh, you might be needing that promotion. I think you need an extra job to do. Let me lift you up. And sometimes that works great with our plans. Do you understand? If you are not aware of the core energy that you're brought to the surface, the universe, the world is, and they will invest it on your behalf for you. Do you understand? And sometimes when that happens, we don't make a choice about it. We go, oh, they finally see me. Okay. So be aware. The energy's up. If you don't invest it, the world will try to invest it for you. So that makes us aware that we probably want to consciously begin to choose. Sound like something you want to do? Yeah. Okay. All right. You know, I tell you guys my stories all the time. Someone once told me, never tell a story about yourself unless you're either the hero or the star. And my stories are a collection of what not to do. Starring me. January, I've been feeling this build. I've been feeling what I'm talking about. And at the end of January, Petra and I were having dinner. And into January, February, we were actually out to dinner, which was a rarity because normally we're working. And we were talking about the church, and we had had some inclement weather in January, and we had an interesting month in January, and a lot of compromises, worldly, not being able to meet needs and things on those lines. So I'm at this dinner table and I'm saying, okay, all right, I'm feeling this energy. You know what? Patrick, I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to tell you right now. I am going to do whatever it takes. If it means I get up at 5 o'clock every morning and take more clients during the day, if it means I work an extra day during the week, if it means I work all the time, I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm committed to do whatever it takes. Do you hear that? Mm-hmm. And I felt like I was 25. I felt, okay, I can do this. I'm committed. And it sounded so good. I mean, it sounded so good. And he went, yeah, we could do that. You know, and he's excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to push this body to do whatever it needs to do to fix this problem that I see in my church. I need to fix the problem. I'm going to do whatever it takes. That night, are you guys on my side? Would you not have done the same thing?
Yes.
That night, of course, while I'm laying on the floor at 3 o'clock in the morning in my meditation room, raking myself because my body is rejecting something painfully, what is my mantra? Whatever it takes, God. I will do whatever it takes. Since that night, I have had a series of my body taking me down. To the point where I recently went down and had to release a full week's load of clients. The very antithesis of what my commitment was. My commitment of investing my life force energy in fixing a problem was from my ego. And my body was saying, oh no, we don't. Oh no, we don't. We are not going to be pushed around by you anymore. Because I work a lot, as it is. I get a few hours off, but I work a lot. But do you see? The good intentions, and they were so good intentions, and I was feeling young, I can do this, blah, blah. The good intentions of trying to fix something outside myself took this beautiful life force energy that had been opened for me. And the universe would not let me go there. My body would not let me go there. Oh yeah, you're not getting me up at 5 in the morning. It's not happening. It's not happening. So one event after the other until I could come centered and say, okay, let me breathe and see what I need to do with this. The ego didn't create the energy, but the ego loves to invest the energy. The ego loves to invest it. Your higher self creates it. And if we love ourselves and we really focus on what we want to do to grow bigger, it's from that space that we can really learn to invest. And what part of you do you want to grow bigger? It's your energy. When we get to these moments, our energy is so creative. And you know, it can be great in the outer. Maybe you want a new house. Maybe you want to feel that prosperity of living in a place that you've never lived before, where you just feel expanded. Is that not from your soul and your spirit asking you to expand your ability to receive and to feel beautiful? That could be creating a space for your spirit to thrive. Maybe you do want that promotion. Not because somebody says, let me give you a trinket, but because somebody says to you, I recognize you, and you go, maybe I do want to have the experience of standing in a space where the world says I'm fabulous. I haven't had that. Maybe I want that. I think I'll take that. So my soul can feel myself expanding out. Do you see how it's such a tricky thing? We can go to the exact same place via an ego choice or an inside choice. If it's an ego choice, it's for the outer, because the ego navigates the outer. If it's an inside choice, these building blocks, this energy is building blocks of your soul. The building blocks of your soul. If you choose from an inner choice, it would feel like you are now gifting yourself with something greater. So you understand. And a lot of people, do you feel yourself on the edge of doing something? Mm-hmm. Doing something bigger than you have. Investing in something greater. All right. The ego, just so you understand the ego. I mean, you know when someone comes up to you and goes, "You're in your ego," what do you say? I am not. You're in yours. We don't recognize when we're not in our egos. So, Spirit asked me to remind you of this. When you say, "I am the only one that can do it," when you say, "I can't do it," when you say, "You will make sure my needs are met," when you say, "My needs are never going to be met," do you see? It's all powerless. It's all a power outside of self, I should say that. The one is a powering over the exterior, the other is powerless outside power. But the ego swings from being overpumped to victim. Overpumped to victim. How do you know you're in your higher self? When I can stand in the middle and say, I want to own this experience. I know I'm not the only one that can do it. I know I can do it. I just want to own it. Trust me, you guys, you're not the only one that can do it. I mean, we think we are. You are the only one in the world like you. That's so true. You are the only one in the world like you. You are unique, perfect, exactly like you. You're not the only one that can do it. As a matter of fact, if you get a divine idea drop down into you, and you don't do it, someone else will. Because it's in the ethers now. You called forth the divine idea, it came into the ethers, and you go, nah. Someone else is ready to do it. And they're going to run and they're going to go, I'll do that. And then you'll see it, an invention or something that you thought of a couple of years ago, and somebody's making $1 million. You go, that was mine. It was your opportunity. It was not yours. You're not the only one. Spirit will find a way to bring to the matter, bring to man what needs to come. You might be the special, you might do it in a unique way, but there's always a way. When you think about leaving your job, please understand there are people who can do your job. Your boss's great privilege and great honor is to make you feel like you are the only one that can do your job. And he cannot serve without you, cannot survive without you. Someone can do your job. Okay? We don't like to hear that, do we? When we recognize that, that lets us come back here. And then we can say, well, if I do not have to be the savior of my workplace, my family, my whatever, what do I want to do? And it brings us back here. And then we can choose. Who am I? What do I want to be? I love getting my needs met. I love knowing who I am. Spirit reminded me of this story. It's a story we use often because we love the story of the little girl that Jesus healed. And I had it marked. I did have it marked. Talk amongst yourselves for a second. I found it. Jesus is working with the people in India, I do believe, and there's the healing fount. Remember the famous story of the healing fount and all the sick people around the healing fountain? He just walks upon it, and they say, once a year their God stirs the waters and everybody goes in and gets healed. And of course Jesus says, what kind of God does that? The waters are already charged. Go ahead and get on in. So everybody rushes to get in. And he sees a little girl sitting by herself. And no one's helping her. And she's sitting there. And he says to her, why don't you go and get in the water? And this is what she says. I need not haste. The blessings of my Father in the sky are not measured in tiny cups. They never fail. Their virtues are the same forevermore. When these whose faith is weak must haste to wash for fear their faith will fail, have all been cured, then the waters will be just as powerful for me. Okay, here we go. And then I can go and stay a long, long time within the blessed waters of the spring. When we realize that we have all the time and all the energy we need in the love of God, from that space, we make a choice for our soul. If I know I have all the time and all the energy within the love of God, what do I choose? What do I choose? I might entertain my boss's lovely offer. I might think about whatever. But am I likely to go out and try to fix a problem? Am I likely to take my life force out and make it all on my shoulders that it needs to be fixed? I have all the time and all the essence of the universe to sit in this energy of God heart and choose. How powerful is our investment going to be? Of course, Jesus lifted her up and he said, why wait? Breathe the air. It's full of the healing balm. And she breathed in and she was healed. And he said, behold, a master soul. She came to earth to teach men the power of faith. I want you to take away the idea of all the time and all the energy you need. All the time and all the energy you need in the heart of God. When I was going through my awakening, that I'm really not going to do all it takes. I really should change that. Dealing with trying to revamp my precious energy to reinvest it differently. One thing that Patrick said to me, and I was really sick. I mean, I was the sick kind of sick where you can't put two words together and you can't take two steps. And you're in bed. It was a flu or some kind of interesting experience. And Patrick would look at me and he would say, God, there's only one presence and one power in the universe, God. There's only one presence and one power in your body, God. Where is God, Cindy? In your body. Where is God? It's in you. God is in you. And he would say that and I would cry, God is in you. Pulling me back to center. The one beautiful, absolute knowing that I want to take from this. When I am in that space of God love and God power in me, every choice I make is from my soul. I do not have to question the rightness of those choices. I don't have to ask, was that going to hurt or harm me? Am I making a mistake? Am I going for my ego? I'm in the rightness of my soul and the quiet and the peace. I'm in that space where the power of God is in me. And from that space, I can invest my energy. How's that sound? Now, all of you are in varying degrees of readiness for this. And you may already have this inclination that you want to invest your energy in something new. Maybe it is getting married. Maybe it is making that final commitment, you know? Maybe that's what's up for you. Our engaged couple over here. You know, it could be anything. But these are the building blocks of your life force which are going to make you a bigger person. See? So today, tomorrow, it doesn't matter. You're going to find it, you're going to feel it, and you're going to go, this is it, and you're going to choose. But remember to come into that space of quiet before you do. The voice of the ego is so entertaining. And And it sounds lovely, didn't it sound? I sounded beautiful. Didn't I sound beautiful when I'm making this commitment?
Yes.
It's fabulous. So, where am I coming from? Where am I coming from? So let's go with it. Just breathe and feel a beautiful column of light come over you. And I want you to feel the gentle love of God. That beautiful, gentle love of God surrounding you. Feel a beautiful column of light now come over you. And feel yourself being lifted up. Move to a space where you can feel that beautiful presence of Jesus Christ standing by your side. And begin to become aware of this extra lovely, delightful, creative energy being opened within you. Just look at it for a moment. The building blocks of who I am, to build my core on planet Earth, to help me manifest, to help me grow, to help me love. You can take a moment to look at your life, look at all the situations and opportunities around you. You can see how the world may be pulling here or there. And now I want you to turn and look at Jesus Christ. Feel His love. Feel that you are already perfect. And feel His encouragement for you to be greater. And He says, you choose. You choose. In your heart and your mind, just feel yourself opening. And you may not know what you want to choose at this moment, but feel a knowing that you will. A deep quickening within. I will know my next step. And I will feel that safety in my heart. Breathe. And whether you know or not, send a little piece of that love, a little piece of that substance. Send it forward into the dream that is coming. Even if you do not know what it is, send it forward into the dream that is coming. If you know what your choice is, shoot it to the choice now. You don't have to wait. And feel the central core getting strong. Breathe and thank Jesus Christ. Let's take Him by the hand. And see a radiant sun just shining towards you. It's a new day. And gently let your energy come back into this moment. Father, Mother God, I ask that your love enfold all of these. And I ask that as they invest their hearts, that your peace fill them. And that brilliant newness of greater inspire them. We are eternal. We are your children. We are loved. And we thank you. Take a breath. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. How you feel? Okay. Use your energy for you. Don't use it to fix stuff. Okay? That stuff, it'll take care of itself. Use your energy for you. Breathe. Stay in the heart of God. And so